Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Yeah. Here we are. Did 17 hours yesterday. Those are like the old days. Remember in New York, you did 17 hours almost every day.
Did you get a nap?
Well, from 14 to 17 every single day. I'll never forget, like the autumn of 2009 and 2010, I never saw the foliage. You know, we lived on 3 acres, and we had a forest that backed up to our house. And they all turned, beautiful autumn colors. And I left in the morning when it was dark, and I got home in the evening when it was dark. And then on the weekends, we were usually out of town. So I didn't even get to see him then. We'd get back late Sunday night, and I'd drive to drive home, and I still couldn't see it.
Right.
So yeah.
I got to, and during those days, I was taking the train in and out of the city, and you get to see so much on the train.
Oh, don't you though?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, the most beautiful parts of the city is what the train tracks go through.
Newark.
You go through the richest parts of town, and so it's great that way. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look good, frankly. We'll probably get the house back, barely. But it's and nothing like the numbers that were being discussed. My prediction was 240. That's not going to happen. And the Senate, I guessed 53-47. That's not going to happen. That's already out the window. It's possible to squeeze out 51-49, which is fine. That'd be great. But I don't even know that that's going to happen.
Can I text my wife and tell her she can come down from the mountaintop? Because I was concerned about the tsunami.
Went to higher ground?
Yeah, I was concerned about the tsunami, so I think she's okay.
Too soon.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
way too soon.
Sorry. It stinks.
Ouch. It does. Why can't we just have one night?
I know.
Just give us one night to step back from the brink. One night. Where it feels good, where we win. I was ready to sing the Happy Days song.
You didn't waste time writing lyrics, did you?
Well.
Oh, no.
I thought it was pretty good, too. Would have been fun.
You can still do it.
Yeah.
Not really.
We might.
Not when it's not sincere.
We might win.
Pennsylvania, you're dead to me. Okay? Except those who voted for Oz, you won't be dead to me, but you need to move to another state because we must remove Pennsylvania from the Union.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania has to be removed from the Union for voting in Goiter Boy. Unbelievable. Seriously.
Okay, so
come on.
I've got this from Comrade Snoobage. Just tweeted this out. Here's the tweet. I'm just reading it verbatim. Trump screwed Pennsylvania with Oz, endorsing him when he was at 2% at the bottom of a list of 10 Republicans. Yeah. And Pennsylvania did not vote down ballot red. My precinct had about 75 less votes for Mastriano than Oz. And I'm rural, red, coal country, part of Pennsylvania. Very mad this morning.
And, that's true. We didn't get the best candidate. No, but he still should have beaten Fetterman.
Oh, yeah.
If this is still America, if people still have common sense, you don't vote for the stroke victim.
Well, there's the flaw in your question.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a question.
America.
Yeah, it's not.
America?
It's just not.
That national divorce is sounding even better this morning.
Yeah. Well, they can have Pennsylvania, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, you dead.
Yeah, you're taking, and we're giving you Pennsylvania.
So Georgia might be dead to me too. You vote for Warnock over Herschel Walker? I can't abide it. I can't.
Those are two beautiful states you're going to miss out going to,
and I'm not going to go there anymore. And they're going to be sad when I don't show up in Pennsylvania or Georgia.
When was the last time you went to Georgia? Let's say
it's been a little while.
Yeah, has it? Okay.
Yeah. Probably during the New York years I was just talking about. Uh-huh. That's one of those weekend trips we made to Atlanta.
But it's not going to happen again.
But it's not going to happen again. I'm not going now.
So Walker right now, that race is likely going to a runoff. Because Warnock...
Oh, neither of them are going to get there.
They got to break 50, right?
You've got 2.1% going to the Libertarian guy. And right now it's 49-4 and 48-5.
And
Warnock leading Walker.
What day is that scheduled
December
for?
6th.
Okay, so we got to wait till December 7th, 8th,
So-
9th. Who knows?
So remember
Yeah.
this number, 48.5. Okay, that's your Herschel Walker percentage right now.
And what's Warnock? 49 something?
I don't want you to remember that one. I just wanted you to remember 48.5. Don't
Yeah.
confuse me.
But
here.
they had to break 50.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
48.5.
So if he doesn't break 50,
48.5. Brian
but
Kemp,
we won't know who
Brian
owns
Kemp,
the.
53.4. So there's your disparity in
Yeah.
that people voted for Kemp,
But not Walker.
and for whatever reason, maybe it was the abortion stuff, maybe it was the violence in the past that the charges are. Anyway, there's a big
Herschel
gap.
Walker.
There's 5% gap there, and that is what's costing him so far. But I like the prospects of the libertarian voter voting for Herschel Walker more than Warnock
In the runoff.
in the runoff December
Right.
6th. Did I give you any hope?
I mean, I wouldn't buy any property in Georgia right now.
No.
Because you're not going to go there.
Absolutely not. No. That's right. So the property values are already tumbling. Oh, Pat's not coming here anymore?
Oh, sell.
So it's going to make a big difference. Really is.
I mean, you've only got, last I checked, Arizona right there. There's, 77% reporting? So there's still quite a ways to go there. So there's hope for both Blake Masters and Kerry Lake, in my opinion, as far as Arizona
Is Kerry
goes.
Lake behind too?
Yeah.
God, jeez. Kerry Lake is behind.
I honestly don't believe that. No way. No
Wow.
way that they can vote. Well, they voted for Vetterman, but as a senator.
And I
but-
think New York, this is my theory, and I don't really have the numbers to support this. I don't have the data to support this, but New York City, I was looking this up. They lost, population-wise, 336,000 people since the pandemic began.
That could have made a difference for Zeldin.
Okay, right. That's where I'm getting. So that was New York City. Probably a big liberal vote. But I want to see the state. I want to see how many people. I know multiple people that moved from right-thinking Americans that respected personal autonomy and freedom and moved to Florida specifically from New York. And boy, your red wave, it was in Florida and Florida alone. I mean, that is somebody
There
called
was
it
one
last
there.
night.
Yeah,
Somebody
there
called
was.
it last night
Yeah.
properly, said it wasn't a red wave, it was a DeSantis wave. And
Well,
that's a fact.
and why?
Well,
Because he's a strong, well-spoken conservative
Yeah.
who doesn't back down
Thank
to
you.
anybody. Well, that should be a lesson. That should be the roadmap for every
Yes, it
conservative
should.
in this country.
but that's what Kerry Lake is doing, right?
That is what Kerry Lake is doing.
So she's got to pull it out.
we'll see
I
if it
will say
works
that it's
in
possible.
Arizona.
The shining light of Kerry losing the governorship is that she said multiple times that she was going to be governor of Arizona for 8 years, 2 terms, and she was was not going to run nationally. So that if she were to lose, and I find it very difficult to believe that she's going to lose that seat, that governorship. But if she were to lose, that leaves her available for national.
Yeah. Small,
Well,
very small
that
concession.
really talked us down
You're not
from.
buying that?
Well, you
Don't
did a
really
good
care
job of that
about
one.
that.
Well, I'll try it.
I appreciate it.
Trying to move
Why
you
don't
back
you go back
into
to the
Georgia.
red wave thing, the tsunami that you're trying to avoid, that you're trying to get to higher ground.
I hung the wetsuit up in the back room. I brought in. I don't even need
You should
that
go up to
now.
the second floor. You should.
Well, the way
Yes.
this is going to
It's a good
be,
command.
The water's
A good
coming in.
command.
It
the
is.
way this is going to be spun in the media by the press,
Oh,
if Kerry
my
Lake,
gosh.
if Kerry Lake does end up losing, then they will say Kerry Lake is an election denier.
Yeah.
Ron DeSantis isn't, and that's the difference in your results.
I think that they've already started that. Right, that talk is already happening. That the DeSantis wave, as you called it, or
There might
they
be
called
something to it.
That he was not, he didn't go anywhere toward the election denial.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. And there might be something to it.
Yeah, because that
All the election deniers lost, didn't they?
that locked to Trump. Yeah, because that reached out the hand to Trump.
can I just real quick? It's according. I'm just looking at Politico right now. It's 48-47 in the Senate for Democrats, and Arizona. See this? I looked over your shoulder. I saw 77% of the vote in Arizona. I mean, Politico still says it's 63%, but Masters is trailing 52-46. but still a third of the vote to be counted. Again, I think Georgia's going in a runoff.
Masters way behind.
Okay, so give that one to Democrats. 49, and let's just assume, just for the sake of argument here, that the Walker seat goes red here. So what do we have? 49, 48 Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on here. Oh, this is not laid out as well as I thought. But Nevada's going to go to Laxalt, right? So what's that?
Yeah, it looks like Laxalt's going to win
So
in Nevada.
what does that get to? Oh,
Nevada.
gosh. He's in a mood.
Nevada.
49, 49.
Okay.
See, I get you there.
All right. Give me to 51-49, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, I thought Politico was laid out better than this, but it keeps refreshing on me, and I don't like it. So what does that leave open here? What are the seats? I'm having a brain fart.
Wisconsin. We're going to win Wisconsin.
So that puts
Ron
at
Johnson's
50-49 Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one state I'm forgetting here?
I don't know.
Pronounce it for me. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
I can't think. This keeps refreshing. It's a losing battle, and then on my computer the internet's not working, so I'm in hell.
Mm-hmm.
There's hope though. What was the other one? Come on now. It was the 4 states.
Yeah, there are 4.
Arizona.
And if the Democrats win 2, they keep control. just horrific. Just horrific. But how are you feeling today? Let us know at 888-900-3393. Maybe we can speak comfort to each other and get through this together because, man, I thought this was going to be a different day. Jeez. I really did. Even until I left last night at 9, everything was fine. Everything was fine.
Everything
we were all
doable.
set up
It
to
looked doable.
still
Yes.
have the tsunami.
Yes.
I
It all
wake
looked
up this
doable.
morning, nope. All of a sudden, again, just like the last election, you wake up and it's completely different. Huh. I wonder why that is.
How dare you?
I just can't take it. I don't understand. I guess it's just not the country it once was.
No, it's not. And I saw one chart where it showed how the Gen Z voters, the percentage was a lot more than what they had anticipated, and
Really?
they shut down a lot of that. Yeah.
Oh well, here's a good counterpoint from DeGare Bear. Marjorie Taylor Greene was a denier. They called her win in literally a minute. That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's 2 countries. That's for sure. 2 countries this morning.
Yep.
And sadly, I mean, President Biden, is going to spin this as a good thing, right? I mean,
My gosh,
Now,
the
see,
gloating from
now,
their
hold on.
part.
we didn't fall that bad. I'm still
This
good.
is
I'm
actually
perfect.
okay. So there's
Yeah.
2 points of hope here. I'm so glad you brought that up. From my perspective, it's all right. DeSantis is obviously the future of the Republican Party. I mean, he just is. I mean, he's got the roadmap. He's standing at the head of the trail with the lantern. This is the way. Okay. The other thing, though, this is actually good from a perspective of Biden is emboldened, and he's gonna go to his party. I was gonna say elders, but he's the elder. Anyway, he's gonna say like, "Look, I'm your guy for 24. Look at this. You thought it was gonna be bad. People love my policies," and they're gonna get more and more ridiculous on the left,
Yeah.
and they're gonna set themselves apart more and more from the people
didn't
that
he say this was
have
going to be
common
good?
sense.
Yeah.
I thought he
say
said
it.
it was going to be good.
You want Joe Biden as the nominee in 24. You want that guy.
I don't know that I do.
You don't know that you do? You don't want to run against a guy who has given you record inflation, who is obviously, when it comes to culture, he is the direct opposite of every right-thinking American. The debt, the foreign intervention with Ukraine, and the dismal withdrawal from Afghanistan, the open border. I mean, look what you can run against if this guy is on the top of the ticket.
Nobody cares.
Nope.
No, they just hammer abortion.
Nope.
If you
And did you
put
see the exit
DeSantis
polls?
against him,
Did you see the exit polls? The number one issue was the economy. Number 2 was abortion. Since when is abortion the number 2 issue? But according to the exit polls, that's
'Cause
what
they
people were
hammered
voting
it
on.
home.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they
I mean,
really
they
did.
that's all they did.
Man. All right. We'll get to your phone calls in just a minute. First, let me tell you about preborn. Speaking of abortion, about 1 out of every 5 Americans never even has a chance to be born. Can you believe that? 1 out of 5 babies in America are aborted. Leading cause of infant death the world over. About 65 million babies have been aborted since Roe v. Wade. That's why the Ministry of Preborn has partnered with us at Blaze Media to help rescue 50,000 babies from abortion this year. They'd really like to put Planned Parenthood out of business, and man, would I love to see that happen. Now, of course, the abortion situation is continuing and gaining steam in all the liberal states. So their work is going to be more important than ever. And what they do is show the expectant mother the ultrasound. And 80% of the time when they see the baby and when they hear the heartbeat, they choose life. So when that happens, Preborn also provides maternity and baby clothes, diapers, car seats, counseling if needed, and a lot more. And they do that all free of charge. That's where you come in. To donate, dial pound 250. Say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Let's go to Jeremy in Pennsylvania, which is dead to me. Hey, Jeremy, you're on the Blaze.
Morning,
Hi.
guys.
Hey.
I would say good morning, but we know how that's working right now.
Yeah.
So, being a Pennsylvania resident, Fetterman is unfortunately now my representative.
Mm-hmm.
Although I thought of an idea to lighten the load a little bit for Pennsylvanians. If they could have an interview with like MSNBC or CNN, you know, one of those weirdos. If they could have an interview where Fetterman and Joe Biden sit down and just talk with each other, I could at least laugh about it. So then, you know, Fetterman says, hello, Mr. President, good night. And Biden goes, oh, it's nighttime? Bedtime?
Let's go, Brandon.
So I just figured that would be the best option to ease up Pennsylvania.
I like it. Let's work on putting that together. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it.
Does that help in reviving Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I'm sure it would. It just makes you feel good for about 10 minutes. Nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. Yeah, if we could just feel good for 10 minutes, that'd
this
be
administration right now guarantee if the American Rescue Plan.
right. That's not exactly what I was looking for. More like something like this.
And the Eagles are so much better
Then
than the Eagles. No. The right side of history tends to kind of always end up being the right side of history.
that's your senator
that's
from
a
the great
fact.
state of Pennsylvania, right there.
The facts are facts.
Yep.
I do support fracking. I don't support fracking. I do support fracking. I don't support fracking. I do support fracking. I don't support fracking.
That's your guy.
Yeah.
That's your guy. Congratulations.
You better grab as much
Pennsylvania.
audio from Senator-elect Fetterman while you can, because he's not going to be in there by Easter.
No. It's going to be his wife. It's going to be his wife. Congratulations. The guy's not going to be able to serve out his term. You just elected somebody who is going to step aside for some non-elected person to serve out that term. Congratulations, Pennsylvania. That's great. Let's see. Marvin in Arkansas. You're on the Blaze. Hi.
Hey, Pat. Good morning. Good morning, Jeffy, my brother.
Morning. How are you?
I'm the good trucker. Hey,
Absolutely,
guys,
baby.
let's always remember one thing. No matter what, God is in charge. He did not step out, go to the bathroom, come back and say, what did you guys just do?
No, but we have our agency here. You know, he doesn't control, we're not attached to puppet strings. We have our agency and we can do the wrong thing, and we just did. Again, for the second election in a row. And these are people who would not normally be elected in this country, you know?
Right.
If we were of our right mind, if we were righteous people, we wouldn't be doing this. And that's what bothers me. He hasn't turned his back on us, but we're turning our back on him. And that's where the danger comes in to me.
That seems a little concerning.
Yeah, that's concerning to me. But, Good try, Marvin. That was a good effort.
Is that the goal? Make Pat smile today.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, make me feel better.
Give Pat hope today. Okay.
Thanks, Marvin. Appreciate it. We can give each other hope.
Yes.
And that is, it is true. God is, he's in control. Although he doesn't control our every movement. Otherwise, what would be the point of this life? There'd be no point. That was Satan's plan, to control everything we do. And that's not the way it goes. So we can choose the wrong path, and I'm pretty sure we just did. So we'll see.
Well, we certainly are going down the wrong path.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. And these evil bastards in Washington are going to be celebrating this and rubbing it in our faces. And they're going to be doing what we wanted to do today. It's going to be agonizing to listen to Biden speak about how, he's on the right track. And, I just had to tell you more about how great you were doing.
Yep.
And it worked. I guess it worked. Because if you didn't think that the economy is bad enough to make a change here, wow, are you stupid?
Right?
Come on.
Can I try to give you just a little bit of hope about Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Florida. Fun fact I heard was that right now, not one statewide office is held by a Democrat, and that has not happened since Reconstruction.
Nice.
I mean, that's
if that was only countrywide,
right. But Florida's the model.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Florida is the model, is anybody going to follow it? I don't think so.
Pro freedom.
We'll see.
That state went more in on freedom than any other state in the union. And look at last night.
Let's go to Tammy in Pennsylvania. Hey, Tammy, you're on the Blaze.
Oh, my goodness. I don't want to be dead to you guys.
No, the state is.
You got to move.
I can't. I have grandkids here. My point
Take them
is,
with you.
we had some decent candidates running in the primary for Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
We can't have everybody else coming in and telling us who we got to send. We picked the worst guy. And then we're supposed to pull them over the edge.
You know who you blame for that, right? You know who to blame for that.
Yep.
Oh, I no.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to hear Tuesday's announcement. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You think do you think that Trump's still going to hold on to his plans for Tuesday?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
He is. He's an egomaniac. He's got to stop it.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't think it's going to happen. I think Steve Dace's head is going to explode. And we see him too.
Tammy, who's going to win the GOP nomination?
Who do I know who I want.
Uh-huh.
And he's in Florida.
We might have a third party in 2024.
Look at what they pitched at us in Pennsylvania to run. I'm scared it's going to be, I don't even know who they would throw at us, but I don't want Trump. But let me just tell you another thing is I feel like Jonah going to Nineveh. We still have to work amongst the people that need us. But positive thing is we're opening a pregnancy center just down the street from me, across from a high school and a community college. And so to me, that's a plus thing.
Yeah, that's
there
good.
You go. That is
That's good. All right, thanks, Tammy. Appreciate it. Joined in the studio by Glenn Beck.
Oh, hey.
Are you as excited as I am today?
You got to be, right? You got to be.
Speak comfort to me,
Oh,
Glenn.
my
You're going to take the house.
Speak comfort
Glenn.
to me.
Speak comfort to you?
Uh-huh.
The house.
I mean, do you think...
We're not in prison yet.
Look at that. Nice job. Thank you.
All right.
There's a bright side.
That's fresh.
Thank you.
There's a bright side.
We could be lying in a pool of our own blood in New York City. Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
And
You're
in
on a roll.
Texas, we might have a few years before we're in prison. Because we've got a little bit of freedom left here, at least.
I have to tell you, out of all of the places I would rather be today, it would be Florida. Mm-hmm. Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, he told a staffer. That's
a great story.
that he is. They're going to march through the institutions, and
Like Sherman.
Wow. And awesome. There's a reason he won by so many points.
There is.
He is a guy that is a force to be reckoned with. And if more people, I
He
read,
just set the example for the party.
He sure
yeah,
did.
he did, but I don't think they're going to get that.
I don't either.
They're
I
not
don't
going to
think
get
they
that.
are.
They're already the Republicans are already talking about, we can't be extreme. We can't.
My God.
Shut up.
They do that every time.
I know. I can't
do
take
that
it.
every time.
I can't take it.
Look at the Democrats. You can't get any more extreme than the Democrat Party. Then you're running a guy in 2020 who is so extreme, the USA Communist Party endorses him. They don't even run a candidate because the Democrats fine with them. You don't get any more extreme than that. You don't. And when are we going to learn our lesson? You can't be lukewarm in this environment. Go one way or the other. It's like the Lord said, he's going to spit you out of his mouth if you're lukewarm and you're sitting on the fence. That's what's going to happen. We're all going to be spit out of his mouth.
You seem to have anger issues.
I do have anger issues. I don't just seem to. I do have them.
I do have them. I do have them. Oh, I'm with you.
I'm really pissed today. And just
really
heartbroken.
So what do you think happened? I mean, what do you think? Is America just that lost collectively?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. We have closed our hearts. Not all of us, but people are.
But too many of us.
Too many of us have closed our hearts. We are no longer thinking.
Yeah.
We're no longer thinking. The age of logic is over. The scientific age is over. We are now living in a world that is run by darkness. And, until, honestly, I kind of had a blow up last night on the show.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's just, stop talking about saviors. Stop talking about saviors. Where are all the Christians that are saying, we might be under judgment right now? We might have lost all of the Lord's support for protection of our nation. Yeah. Where are the people that are saying, hey, maybe we should be a little more introspective and see what maybe all of us ignored for too long and actually change those things in our own town, our own communities, and in our own lives, and then beg for forgiveness.
Yeah.
But where is anybody saying that? I mean, we are a Judeo-Christian country, and until we have a reckoning with the Lord, there's no savior coming.
Yeah. I mean, it's right. I think too many Americans think the Lord is on our side rather than we must be on his
side.
Yes.
That was
critical. Lincoln.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Yes. And until we're on his side, we're not going to get his blessings.
So look at Lincoln. He's a great example. In his first term, he just kept beating his head against the wall.
Yeah.
Loss after loss after loss after
Why
loss.
was that? Because he wasn't committed.
Correct. He wasn't committed to God.
Yeah.
He finally, at Gettysburg, humbled himself enough and went, okay, Lord, whatever it is you want, just tell us what you want. Tell me, I will do what you want me to do. Until that happens, there won't be a savior coming.
And then when he made that commitment, it was victory after victory.
Yeah.
For the Union.
We lost every battle except
one, I think. Yeah.
And then once he turned, we won every battle except one.
Yeah. So it kind of tells you something.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're going to get that message. I hope. I mean, do you still think what time? I left at about 9 o'clock, and it still seemed like everything was fine. When did everything turn ugly?
Everything stopped around there.
Yeah.
I mean, it just
did.
stopped.
The numbers stopped coming in again?
Yeah, numbers stopped coming in. Arizona thing stopped coming in.
Okay.
I don't think...
Sounds familiar.
No, I really don't...
You don't think there was any shenanigans?
Well, I think there were some, but I don't think the kind of shenanigans that, would put Fetterman in office the way he did.
Yeah,
I think the shenanigans is Arizona, maybe.
Yep. Yep.
All right. More coming up in your calls. Next.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh, let me tell you about a great way to have meals in your house. Fall is officially here. With the new season comes a new routine. But if you're like me, you get sick of the same old stuff day after day. Luckily, Factor is ready, and they're ready to eat meals. They just make it easy to switch things up with 30-plus meal choices per week. 36-plus weekly add-ons, and it's delicious. Now, if you're a vegan, you can select the vegan plus veggie meals every week. That's not where I am, but
you didn't choose any?
But you can choose it if you want. Okay. But whether we're out all day or just hanging out at home, Factor's fresh, never frozen meals make it really easy to fuel up fast with meals delivered ready to heat and eat in like 2 minutes. So good and really easy. If you want your protein, you can do that. If you want your vegan, you can do that. Factor is cheaper than takeout. Seriously. And thanks to their commitment to ingredients with integrity, you can actually feel good about what you're eating every day. Head to go.factor75.com/Pat60. Use the promo code Pat60 to get 60% off your first box. It's really not that hard. I just make it sound harder than it is.
No, it sounds easy. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's code Pat60. Okay? Just remember Pat60. And go to go.factor75.com/Pat60. Get 60% off your first box.
It doesn't sound hard at all.
That's not hard. It's just that easy.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right. Yeah, we got just a ton of people that want to talk about it. And why not? We're all a little despondent, perhaps, this morning. And, we shouldn't. Shouldn't be. You rely on God. He'll make it work out somehow. Right? That's what'll happen. If we get on his side. If we do our part. That is critical. It's like the Israelites when, they were turning to false idols and things. Which is what we're doing right now. It's just not the same false idols. We're not turning to Babylonian images of like falcons and things, but we're turning to other things, like abortion, for one thing. These Democrats worship at the altar of abortion.
They sure do.
And they have dragged half of the country with them. And it's hurting us in the long run. I mean, it's that and so many other things. You can't even define a woman now. We've got children who are being taken apart, their genitals being cut off,
mentally and physically.
Yeah. I mean, the list is lengthy, and we all know what the items are on that list. But we just have to do our part to be the people we need to be, and so that we can get these blessings. And maybe, then the Lord changes people's hearts. Maybe then they vote correctly. And maybe we can even salvage this and get the 51-49 split. It might not be till December 6th or 7th, but we might have to wait for Georgia that long because nobody's at 50% yet. So we've got at least that going for us.
Right.
Until Georgia's decided, the Senate won't be. It'll be either 50-50 or 51-49. I hope.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, well, let's see. Yeah.
It came down to these 5 states with Stu, it looks like, last night. Arizona, which is going Democrat. Okay, Kelly's way ahead. He is. He's up by 5, right? 5 or 6.
Yeah, it was 5 or 6 points, and but the thing is,
but there was only 62% of the vote.
Well, I was just going to say they're not going to be done counting Arizona till February, so
right.
We'll know then.
Right. Okay, then we've got Alaska. That's going to go Republican. We have Wisconsin, that's going to go Republican. We got Nevada, that's going to go Republican. And Georgia, we don't know yet. So Georgia is the real key to this thing. We'll see what happens there.
There's a lot of states that could be dead to you.
Yeah, there are. And I'm sure they're really concerned about that. And they should be. And by golly, they should be. All right, let's go to Chew the Fat real quick, and then we're going to get your phone calls here
I'll
in
do
just a
a
second.
quick chewing.
Yeah.
A quick chewing. Abbreviated version.
Okay.
Perhaps we shouldn't wait for the whole thing then.
All right, well then,
And kill it.
just let the...
Here's Jeffy with...
Thank you. Let's get to this.
Congratulations to another abortion lover, actually, Jimmy Kimmel. He serves as the host of executive producer of Jimmy Kimmel Live, if you didn't know that. He just signed a new 3-year deal, too.
Are you kidding me?
No way,
They
really?
re-signed his
making him one of the longest-running talk shows in American television history.
What? He's been around that long?
Yep. And he's
How long?
also, congratulations, I think we're looking at 23
No.
years at the end or something like that. Yeah.
What?
Long time.
Wow. Okay.
But I don't care about any of that. I'm congratulating him for becoming the host of the 95th Oscars in 2023.
Really? They went to him again?
They're dragging him back. He hosted in 2017 and 2018. And they're bringing him back for this year. So he joins the list of Whoopi Goldberg, Jack Lemmon, did 4 times.
Jack Lemmon was pretty good. You know who was really good, though, was Billy Crystal. How many times did he do it? Like 5?
9.
9, wow.
Johnny Carson did 5. Number 1, Bob Hope.
Oh, how many?
Bob Hope did 11 of them. And then, but
He's not funny. Bob Hope was not funny. Come on.
But Jerry Lewis, Steve Martin, Conrad Nagel, who doesn't love Conrad Nagel, and David.
I don't know anybody.
And David Niven did it 3 times.
David Niven.
Niven, yeah.
Conrad
Niven,
who? Conrad Nagel.
Conrad Nagel.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you talking
Don't
about?
know who that is.
Conrad who?
Conrad Nagel. Man, if you don't get those days
You
back.
don't get no. You do not get.
If
Conrad
only we could get the
Nagel days
Conrad
back.
Nagel days back.
I'll tell you what. I think I'm willing to say that today.
I know. No kidding.
Hey, Katie Hobbs is only up 50.9 to 49.1.
Yeah, with 62% of the vote.
Yeah, so I'm not losing hope on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, the Oscars happen on March 12th of 2023. So set your DVRs.
Very exciting. Thank you.
Set your DVRs.
Okay.
More congratulations are in order too. I'm sure you watched the stream on Saturday of the 2022 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Oh gosh. You're supposed to
took
make
place
him feel
in Los
good,
Angeles.
bro.
What do you mean? No, it's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
I know, and we all know who's not there.
Well, but we know who's there. We're celebrating who's there. I mean, the rock stars of Dolly Parton, Eminem, Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo, Duran Duran, Eurythmics.
Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo are married, right? Pretty sure they are.
They've been together for a long time, so I'm guessing
I think they're
probably
married.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. He got really sick for a while, and she nursed him back to health. That's why she wasn't doing music for a while.
What a shame.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like Pat Benatar. Don't you like Pat Benatar?
Really.
And Neil Giraldo's a great guitarist.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
It's fine. And I don't want to fail to mention Lionel Richie and the Eurythmics and Carly Simon.
Are all in the Dolly Parton thing?
Yeah, this is all in the induction ceremony. Part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Judas Priest.
Judas Priest.
And Jimmy Jam.
Wait, these are inductees?
That's right.
I wasn't paying attention. Tell me again. What's happening now?
Dolly Parton.
Okay, and going into the
These
Rock
are
and Roll
already
Hall of
their
Fame.
induction. The ceremony took place this weekend in Los Angeles.
They're inducted. Dolly Parton is inducted now
That's
into
correct.
the Rock and Roll
That's correct.
Hall of Fame.
That's correct.
I mean, come on.
Eminem.
No.
I agree.
No.
I don't get it. Lionel Richie? No.
No.
Come on, I love Lionel Richie. But
Into the Adult Contemporary Hall of Fame, maybe the Soft Rock Hall of Fame.
the Soul Hall of Fame with the Commodores.
Yeah,
I
fine.
mean, he was awesome.
That's fine. I love Lionel Richie, but he doesn't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
So then you have Pat Benatar and Neil.
Yes, okay.
Duran Duran.
Yes, I'm fine with
absolutely.
Duran Duran.
Eurythmics.
Yeah, I could go either. I mean,
Carly Simon.
No. No.
Judas Priest. Jimmy Jam. I mean, when
I
you
don't
think
even
of
know
rock
who
and
that
roll, you
is.
think of Jimmy Jam.
Who is Jimmy Jam? I don't know who that is.
And
I don't know. I know Jimmy John, the sandwich guy. I don't know
It's his
Jimmy
brother.
Jam. It's his brother.
It's his
Okay.
brother, yeah.
All right. Yeah, the Jimmys are pretty successful.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
All right.
It's got
It's unbelievable what they've done to the Rock and Roll Hall of
I know.
Fame. It's just not the Rock and Roll Hall
Not
of Fame.
anymore.
They should call it something else.
Not anymore.
Pop Music Hall of Fame. I don't know. The All Music Genre Hall of Fame. Something. But the Rock and Roll Hall of
We
Fame.
did find
it is
out
not.
that Andy Taylor from Duran Duran has been really sick too.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, he didn't show up for the induction ceremony.
shoot.
He's got stage 4 prostate cancer. He had
no.
He had a letter that they all
No.
read at the induction ceremony.
So, like, he's...
And so, I mean, the induction
heading
ceremony is going to be on HBO, though.
Shoot.
Where is it going to be? It's Los Angeles. What did I put the date on here? It's going to be on HBO in November. No, December,
Okay.
coming up on HBO. But yeah, he's really sick, and he said that he's getting sophisticated life-extending treatment, but he had a setback.
You know what? There's a pill now that is in trials. It's going to human trials finally. They've given it to the first human patient, and this thing has stopped cancer.
Awesome.
In the tests they've done with the lab rats and whatever. And they said this shows incredible promise in prostate cancer, breast cancer, and several others. And so he should join up with that trial.
Well, plus, I mean, researchers have announced that they are now using lab-grown blood to be transfused into people for the first time ever.
Oh, wow.
Scientists in the UK, so they've been able to manufacture blood from donor stem cells and
Really?
have infused 2 people
Okay.
with
And that helped?
with the whole 2 teaspoons right now in the lab.
2 teaspoons of the blood?
Yeah, they want to see how it reacts.
Oh, okay.
But they're getting ready for trials of lab-grown blood. So
Interesting.
okay.
The other thing they're talking about is nanotechnology, where they
Right.
would put the nanobots in your body and it would go and seek
And
out the
attack-
cancer
yeah,
and kill
attack
it.
what the issue is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not.
We'll see.
When you're sick,
Yeah, I'll try anything.
yeah.
All right, let me tell you about Raycon. This is such a great product. I don't know how I did without it, really,
love 'em.
because I love them so much
love
now. The Raycon wireless earbuds. They sound great. They look great. They don't have that big stick hanging down from your ear. It looks so goofy. The Apple ones, they're dumb. And they're about double the price. Raycon's sound is great, and you pay about half the price. And they look tremendous. And they're going to stick in your ears because they got like a bunch of different, the gel tips that fit the bigger, smaller, and still smaller. And so they're going to fit in your ear hole, and they're not going to keep falling out. It's huge because if they don't stay in your ears, it's just obnoxious.
That's for
They sound great.
That's for sure.
And they cost about half the price. Check out Raycon's wireless earbuds. My guess is you're going to want to leave them a 5-star rating, too. Go to buyraycon.com/gray today, and you'll get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon, BUYRAYCON, buyraycon.com/gray to score 15% off. Buyraycon.com/gray.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
And Jeffy to finish up.
Be sure to
Chewing the
subscribe to my podcast, Chewing the Fat, my daily podcast, Chewing the Fat. It's available wherever you get your podcast. I've got more great stories, but I know we have calls and people want to.
Yeah, they want to share.
They want to share, and
Yeah,
that's
they do.
fine. And I understand the process today.
You're really
I mean,
understanding. Thank you.
People spend a lot of money on wetsuits, and they were
We're
worried
expected
about-
the wave,
yeah,
the tsunami,
yeah,
if you will.
and they got a little drop.
Did
A
we
little
though?
drop.
Did
Yeah,
we
it
get
rained
even
a little.
drop?
Yes, it
Oh,
rained
hold
a
on,
little.
hold
The
on.
cloud went over.
Let's not forget the really good news for Texas, though. Beto, after having lost to Ted Cruz, lost to the Democrat field, lost to Greg Abbott, strike 3, you're out. Go away, get a real job. Nobody likes you. Beto O'Rourke, you're done.
How would you like to be a perennial loser like that? I mean,
Ooh,
it's just
that's a tough one.
It's embarrassing for
Yeah.
him. It's embarrassing, Beto. Go home now.
He has no shame. He doesn't.
He's married to a billionaire. Just go enjoy your big fat money and stay out of our lives. How about that?
I'm okay with that, actually.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike in Pennsylvania. Hey, Mike, you're on the Blaze.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Fun to be actually talking to you guys. Hey, I wanted to, first of all, I wanted to let Jeffy know that he was really missed last night when Stu was doing his thing.
Yeah, well.
But I'm a union pipe fitter here in Western Pennsylvania, and a lot of the rank and file for my union and the Boilermakers Union are really disappointed because all our work's in coal-fired and natural gas-fired powerhouses.
Why? Yeah. What's going on there?
That's a really big hit for us.
Yeah, no kidding.
A whole lot of nothing.
No kidding.
I've had almost no work this year
at
all in my union.
Really?
I'm not the kind of guy that gets to go to the schoolhouses and the hospitals. So
yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's rough, and I'm just glad I have you guys to bring my mood up.
Well, we'll get through it together. Appreciate it, Mike. Thanks a lot.
Oh,
Hope things go better and you get more work available. Jeez, I mean, yeah, and so much of it depends on other people around you and who they vote for, and what's going to happen with the policies that are going to mean whether or not you're going to be working. That's got to be tough. Jeez. Let's go to Tiffany in Maine. Hey, Tiffany, you're on the Blaze.
Hey, Pat. Hey, Steve. How are you guys doing today? And yes, I really care how you guys are doing.
Yeah, we're not doing well. We're not doing well, Tiffany. At least I'm not.
How long's the delay, Martin?
We are here in Maine. We are stuck with our commie governor for another 4 years.
Yeah.
But the candidate that I was managing, who is also the author of constitutional carry here in Maine, won his race. So that's
that's nice. Good. So that was good, huh?
Yeah. It's actually my first campaign I actually managed. So that was.
And who did you manage? Was it the
Eric Brayton?
Okay. And Eric won. Good.
Eric won. It was a tight race, but he won.
Well, you should have managed Mehmet Oz.
Yeah, no doubt.
That would have helped a lot. All right, thanks, Tiffany, and congratulations on the win. Kate in Pennsylvania, you're on the Blaze. Hi.
Yeah. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning. Hey, I live here in the cream of the crap cookie state of Pennsylvania. You know what I'm talking about? We are the cream of the crop in the middle that always gets left behind by the corner.
Yeah.
Well,
but I mean, I think what hurt Oz perhaps was the ad that Fetterman ran regarding the dogs.
Hang on just a second, Kate, because I want you to be able to finish this, but we're just about out of time here. We're up against a network break, but we'll come back to you in just a minute. Talking each other down from the ledge today. 888-933-93 with your thoughts, how you're feeling today.
There's a couple of ballots.
You know what? We're not out of this.
No, we're
yet.
Thank you.
We're not out of it yet. Okay?
Let's rally.
All we really have now, see, I got caught up in the whole hoopla of last night with Dace and Stu being so optimistic, and so was I. I was at 53-47. Stu was at 53-47. Dace was at 56-44, I think, right? And at least he thought it was 55-56. It was really possible. And then it turns out not so much. But we could still get to 51-49, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes to shut down the garbage that is coming from the White House and to shut down packing the Supreme Court. Okay? We don't need a 56-person majority in order to shut down the Supreme Court packing. And that's the most critical thing the Senate must do in the next 2 years is stop that madness.
And we got the House. We're good.
And we're going to get the House. Yeah, the House, it's not the majority we thought, but it's a majority.
Still, we got the majority. We'll send Nancy back to take care of Paul. Get out of here.
We didn't get
take care of the House.
Didn't get the governorships that we thought we were going to get, but so what?
What do you mean we got Sarah Huckabee Sanders?
Yeah, that's
shut up.
Isn't that something? Sarah Huckabee Sanders, now the governor of Arkansas.
Yeah, and
just like her dad.
Voter ID passed in Nebraska, and
yay!
And only citizens are allowed to vote.
Woo, woo.
Only citizens are allowed to vote in Ohio now, which I mean, it should be. it shouldn't require a constitutional amendment.
No, it shouldn't.
But look, that's a battleground state.
Right.
That is doing the right thing.
Right.
Let's see. South Dakota has rejected marijuana, and Colorado, you might end up getting psychedelics passed there. That'd be interesting.
Well, you know what? Some psychedelics, like magic mushrooms, are being used to treat depression.
Yeah.
Ketamine, psilocybin.
Yep.
That's in the
They're studying
mushrooms.
they're studying the frog drippings now too.
Oh wow!
They're saying stop licking the frogs.
Yeah, they'll
though.
stop licking them, but
don't do that.
But
just
they're
put
still
their
going to
excrement in your
start
mouth.
studying.
Got it.
They're
Right.
still going to start studying the juices.
Juices.
Yeah, but Denver, you can get the mushrooms and the psychedelics or whatever. I don't know.
There are places where, they're being used to treat people. So, I mean, when you have somebody with severe depression, you'll try anything because so many of those drugs don't work. And then if somebody tells you that there's something that's really promising, you're going to try it.
Absolutely.
You're going to try it.
That's what we were saying about the cancer, right?
Yep.
You're going to try it.
Going to try it. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you about My Patriot Supply. If America runs out of diesel fuel, trucks won't be able to make deliveries to grocery stores. Simple as that. And then that's a problem. But here's the latest news. The U.S. Energy Information Administration warned that we have only 25 days left in our national stockpile of diesel fuel. With winter coming, no less. That's why you should take advantage of this special offer from My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithpat.com and you'll save $250 on a life-sustaining 3-month emergency food kit. Get one of these for each member of your family. I mean, this could save your life. And you can just take this off your list of things to do. I'll bet you've thought about this for a long time. It's time to act on it. This kit provides an abundance of breakfast, lunch, dinners, drinks, and snacks that stay fresh for up to 25 years. No matter when you need it, it's ready, and you've got food for 3 months until things hopefully get rolling again in our supply chain. My Patriot Supply is going the extra mile by rolling back their price on this kit to the lowest price since 2019, before inflation ruined everything. So act now. Save $250 today on the food you're going to need tomorrow. And it's delicious. It's really good. Your order ships fast and free in unmarked boxes. Go to preparewithpat.com, preparewithpat.com.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
It is. Right about that. And welcome to it.
So we're going to end up talking to Kate about
we're going to go back to Kate.
In Pennsylvania.
Okay. Kate in Pennsylvania, welcome back. Now, what were you telling us?
Hi.
Hi.
I think one of the things that really that could have hurt Oz, first of all, I agree he was a weak candidate. There was no question.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think Pennsylvania had a lot to offer in the Republican side, and I think when Trump's endorsement came out, that sealed the deal for Oz, which, good or bad, that was it.
Yep.
But I think the ad that Fetterman was running about him harming dogs in labs, even though if you looked at the actual screen, I looked at it once, and after that I didn't look again. But it said this is a lab stock footage, which doesn't mean they have superimposed his picture over these torturing dogs in
Despicable.
the background.
Yeah. Acting like as if he did it. Dogs. Yeah. I mean, it's despicable.
I really can't understand where the rest of Pennsylvania's heads are, but I know he touted up he was a big union man.
Yeah,
and
he's a
the
Pennsylvania
man who never
guy.
worked a day in his life.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a Pennsylvania guy.
How is he a big union guy when he lived in his parents' basement for 50 years? I mean, I don't. His parents supported him to the tune of $54,000 till he was 50 years old. He's 53 now, so that was 3 years ago. Are you kidding me? This guy can relate to blue-collar workers in Pennsylvania? No, I'm sorry.
I think that hurt Oz was the fact that they had allowed so many early votes before that disastrous debate.
Yeah,
that was a smart move on their part to
sure
hold
was.
off on that.
Yeah, it was, and that's why they did it.
Yeah,
that's why they held off to when they did.
You remember? I remember on the
Thanks,
calendar.
Kate. Appreciate it.
It got moved back a week. They had
That's
a
right.
date
Right.
set, and then they moved it until after early voting had started.
It's outrageous. These people are the worst. They're despicable. They're despicable. And yet, we keep electing them.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Exactly right. It just doesn't matter.
We don't keep electing them.
Well,
Our
I know.
countrymen keep
Right.
electing them.
It's true. But we have to live with their stinking votes.
I know.
Douchebags.
National divorce.
Let's go to Matthew in Utah on line 8.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
How's
Matthew.
Mike Lee?
You're on the
Mike
Blaze.
Lee
Mike
won.
Lee won by
He
a
won.
lot.
Yep.
Okay,
A
good,
lot.
good.
Yeah. Hey, Matthew.
Hi, Pat.
Hi.
So I'm honored to talk with you. I won't ask you how you're doing because,
All right.
But I have two main points. One is that Glenn Beck, I think he was right in 2016 with what he was saying about Trump.
Which was?
I remember. I remember like he was talking about how like Trump would kind of tarnish the party.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I
Back
think
before the
that's
election.
basically-
Yeah.
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 Like this is like.
And you believe that has happened?
Yeah, I think like we're feeling good about Trump for a while, but then like now it's like everything he originally thought has come true.
That's why I endorsed James Gilmore. That's why I endorsed James
You were
Gilmore
brilliant.
back
Your hands
then.
are clean, Jeffy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Clean hands, clean heart.
I didn't go
that's
that
Jeffy.
far. I did not go that far.
Thanks a lot, Matthew. I think that's a good point.
It
because
is.
We were all kind of there about
Yes,
Trump in 2016.
absolutely.
And then what happened? Well, his presidency happened and turned me around on Trump.
Absolutely.
I will admit, I've been on an emotional roller coaster with Donald Trump.
Boy, no kidding.
From the minute he came down the escalator until now. Didn't like him, liked him, and now
He's getting ready to come down that escalator again.
I think you're right.
I mean, here's the thing, though, on Trump. He's celebrating losses last night by the Republican Party. Just because, I don't know, people didn't kiss his butt. If you were a candidate and you didn't kneel to Donald Trump, he is now celebrating your defeat.
Yep.
Okay, so
I don't like that.
Well, we
I'm
know
sorry.
how
I don't like it.
DeSantis got in a steamroller and just rolled over everything last night. Okay. If Florida voters were asked in an exit poll if they wanted to see the former president Donald Trump run in 2024, 33% of Florida voters said yes. 45% said they did want to see DeSantis run.
Well, yeah, that's Florida voters.
And you've got to think that a lot of those Florida voters probably just want to keep him to themselves.
Yeah.
We're not sharing him.
Yeah.
So perhaps it would have been higher.
Yeah. In Florida, DeSantis beats Trump. You know that for a fact.
100%.
Yes.
For sure.
And would you like to see what Trump's attorney said about Ron DeSantis?
He said he should stay
Well, we have the clip
in
here.
Florida. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
They're playing their cards very differently. Carrie Lake has embraced President Trump as the leader of the party. She has followed his lead, and she plans to press into the America First agenda. Whereas Ron DeSantis, although his policies are really good, he's not recognizing Donald Trump as the leader of this movement.
Oh my gosh!
And I
Again,
think that could
genuflect.
pose some problems
to
for
Trump.
him if he actually tries to go toe-to-toe with President Trump. I strongly recommend he not do that. I think it would be a career suicide, probably for at least the next several years.
Oh, wow. Going to pose some problems for him if he decides to run. Here's a quote from Trump.
I want the Trump team to get off Ron DeSantis. Get off him. Leave him alone right now, please.
Absolutely.
Just get off him.
So here's a quote
What are
from
you
Trump
doing?
about DeSantis. Quote, I would tell you things about him that won't be very flattering. I know more about him than anybody, other than perhaps his wife.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
That's what I'm
he's
getting.
firing
I'm
shots,
getting irritated.
man.
With
I know.
Firing
that
shots.
stuff. Yes, he is.
And I know he said that he voted for him. Well, first of all, did he? I mean, that's what he said, but.
Well,
okay.
if he did, you're defeating your purpose
Right.
there by now taking shots because he's jealous of him. And nobody can rise above Trump. We all know that. The guy's got such an ego that you must be you must be lower on the totem pole than he is. You have to be. Otherwise, he's coming at you. And so if Ron DeSantis doesn't stay in Florida, he will be attacked by Donald Trump. Well, he's already being attacked by Donald Trump, but there's no reason for it. DeSantis is not announced for president.
Nope.
Leave him alone. What are you doing? Stop it. Well, he's firing shots that will be preemptive strikes. That's what he's trying to do here.
The odds in your mind in 2024 that you have a Democrat versus a Republican versus an independent? Because if Donald Trump doesn't secure the nomination, I could totally see him
Running
going third party
independent?
and grabbing so many votes.
Wow, that'd be bad.
The Marxist nightmare in the White House will continue.
That would be bad.
Yes, it would.
Oof. Anyway, happy
Yes,
Wednesday
it
morning
would.
to you.
Can't let that happen.
No.
If that
No.
was going to happen, you got to go Trump, right? I mean, just to prevent the Marxists
You have
continuing
to.
in the White House and Mr. Dementia continuing in the White House, you'd have to make sure that he wins the Republican nomination if you thought that was a
And the White
really
House.
legitimate thing.
This sucks.
I admit I'm succumbing to blackmail there if that's what would happen. But so be it. We cannot have any more Biden after
No.
2024.
No.
That's got to be the end. Okay, that's got to be the
What are the
end.
odds, though, that Biden remains president through his full term now after last night? After it was
Better. I think it's
good.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
it's a
good.
better chance.
That's your horse now, Democrat.
Because I know that we've stopgapped it, and we're feeling good, right? We got the house.
I'm not feeling good.
No, we're
He's
feeling
not
good.
feeling
No,
good.
we're
I'm
feeling.
not
That's what I'm
feeling
saying.
good.
We're
I
feeling
won't
good.
feel
We
good
got the house
until
We
December
almost have
7th
the
when you
Senate.
tell me that Herschel Walker has won the seat and we have 51 senators.
We almost have the
in
Senate.
the Senate.
We almost have the Senate. We have the House. But really, I mean, none of his mandates will stop.
No, they won't.
They
they won't. They're going to keep. He's going to get
strong.
worse.
Yeah.
Which is why we got to get the Senate, because we got to stop the packing of the Supreme Court, which he will do. He will absolutely
So
do.
spending starts in the House.
Yeah.
I'm kind of for shutting down the federal government for 2 years.
Okay.
And then we'll reconvene.
I don't think any Republicans are afraid of that. Quite honestly, is that supposed to be some fearmonger tactic from the Democrats? I don't care. Go ahead and shut it down.
Shut it down.
Because here's the thing. Well, what about Social Security, Medicare, benefits? Those all continue. There are certain things that have to be done, even if the government shuts down. Those are two of the things
What happens
that
with
must be done.
What happens with our military?
It continues.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, military, all the essentials stay.
Yeah.
Just like during the pandemic. Well, you're essential. You can go to
Well,
work.
you won't be able to go to a national park, though, Pat.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
And then,
We'll save the frogs.
There might be
stop licking the frogs.
Right.
There might be a federal grant that your state doesn't get to pay for after-school programs.
Man, if I can't go to Yosemite for 2 years, how will my life? How can I go
Bro,
on?
I don't know what you're going to do. You got Pennsylvania you can't go to.
Yeah, I can't go to Georgia.
you got-
And now I can't go to Yosemite?
What is happening?
All right, we got a ton more of your calls coming up. We will get to them. First, let me tell you about Manscaped. This holiday season, be given thanks to our friends over at Manscaped. Everyone loves turkey and stuffing. I'm always afraid of what's on the way with Manscaped.
Why? You got to take care. You got to get things ready to rock and roll.
That's right.
You got to have
That's right.
things ready to
Keep
rock
you
and
cool
roll.
during the holidays down
Absolutely,
there, man.
baby.
Yeah, you just want to trim everything up.
Yeah,
and be
absolutely.
looking
You gotta
nice.
be looking good.
It's
You
not
looking
just the
good.
tree.
Looking
that
good.
you're looking
right.
Then feeling good.
to trim.
Yeah, and so that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Is you want to get Manscaped.
Oh.
Amen.
Maybe you've had years of nicks and cuts
Oh.
in places where it just really hurts.
Don't forget, I mean,
You don't need that.
this thing's got a light on it.
Yeah.
So you could do this in the dark if you need to.
And I think you can do it right in the shower.
Absolutely.
it's
yeah,
waterproof.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
waterproof. So this is awesome.
The lawnmower, yeah.
The lawnmower, the weed whacker.
Yeah,
the
come on.
Ear and nose hair trimmer. No, you know what's icky is when nose is poking out, when hair is poking out your nose.
That, and you know that
That's icky.
a guy has given up on life when his eyebrows are growing together.
I
and you're
can't
like,
take it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you phoned
I
it
can't
in,
take-
I see.
Or they're coming out in every
Yeah.
which way. Mine have a tendency to do that if I don't stay on it. My dad, if he let them go, I mean, they would be poking out in
your
every
dad
direction.
didn't have Manscaped.
No, he didn't.
See?
No, he didn't. But you do. We can. We do. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code UNLEASHED at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. MANSCAPED. Manscaped.com. Use the promo code UNLEASHED. Be thankful this holiday season for the best gift of all from Manscaped. Your underwear and under there will thank you.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. We're leaning on each other this morning. And really, it's not as bad as it kind of feels because we were supposed to have this massive tsunami. And that did not happen. We were going to sweep the bad governors out of office. It was going to be a 250 to 150 split or whatever, 185 in the House.
We're going to have 100 senators.
It's going to be 55-45 in the Senate.
How are we feeling about polls now?
Either the polls are completely screwed and inaccurate across the country because almost none of them are right, or there are shenanigans going on with the election.
One or the other. In my country.
One or the other.
other.
It can't be both. So
yeah, and it makes you think back on the last 2 years. Maybe the last 2 years of trying to say that we're election deniers was more about future elections than the last one.
100%.
Yeah,
right. I believe that.
And I think we need to talk about what's going on in Maricopa County right now. That's
the Maricopa County situation is interesting
they
because
couldn't have foreseen an election.
No, right. Well, they
they were ready. They told us they were ready.
Oh, well, they did foresee it. You mean
here before the election? Here's what they said in Maricopa County.
Clip 5.
Clip 5.
The accuracy of these machines is tested
okay.
before the election.
Okay.
It's done by Maricopa County.
Right.
It's done by the Secretary of State's office.
Good.
That's already occurred to make sure that there isn't any tampering.
See, they're good.
If
They're
those
good.
machines don't pass those tests, we can't use those machines.
Listen.
Yeah.
Additionally, there's a hand count.
In 2020, in the post-election context, the political parties sitting in groups of 3 hand count audited 47,000 plus votes.
Okay.
And then they matched those to the machine count, and that matched 100%.
Okay,
And so this is the same tabulation equipment.
They're
So this
set,
is the
man.
same tabulation equipment that we used in the August primary.
Oh.
And for the August
Well, then that was
primary,
fine.
we had the pre-logic inaccuracy test, we had the
Right.
post-logic inaccuracy
Pre- and
test,
post
we had the
logic
political
tests.
parties do the hand count audit for the for the
hand
primary
count
as well,
audit?
and we've used this equipment for various jurisdictional elections
Put
as
that in
well,
your
and it
pipe.
has
Sure.
always
You're all
worked
set.
100%.
Dude, I got it. I got it.
So they were good.
All right.
They're
So
good.
they're good. So what happened yesterday morning?
I mean, they started voting, and then
they did this.
I guess there was an issue. Let's see. Okay. All these people
to make sure that
Okay.
it reads and everything is fine.
Can you repeat that?
I can promise
Can you start from the beginning and repeat that?
So what happens is we have 2 tabulators. One of the tabulators is not working.
Oh, it's not working.
The other
Wait.
tabulator is
No, it was all
about
set.
75% successful.
Yes, the other tabulator's
So
all
25% of them
Yeah, what
are
do you
being
want? You want
misread.
100%?
And it could be a
It's not
printer
like someone
issue,
said they worked at 100.
or it could be the tabulator itself. So when it's misread, you have an option to put it into what's called
Okay.
box 3.
Box
and it
three.
gets
It's called
read,
box
whether
3.
it goes downtown,
All right.
it gets read
You got that
manually,
option.
They take
or
it
whether gets
downtown for
reset
Okay, I got
into
it.
our
So they
tabulator.
screwed up. They weren't ready. They said they were ready. It turns out they weren't ready.
Right.
Okay.
And so then, logically,
So
Carrie,
people get out of that line. They leave. They're like, I don't have time for this
So
crap.
Carrie Lake went and filed a suit and said, hey, we're suing to have more time. We need 3 hours because
It's an extension.
we wasted 3 hours this morning. We need a 3-hour extension at the end of the day. Judge said, nope, no. So everybody who got turned away or couldn't wait in line because,
Right.
I don't know, some people work,
Right.
especially Republicans. Yeah. All the indigent Democrats
Yeah.
can stay there all day. The Republicans got to get to work,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
And for some reason, no. Sorry,
Nah.
they're just out. They're out of luck. Even though that was our fault, they're out of luck. It's unconscionable.
I know.
You would think, okay, just at least let it look like you're trying
Thank
to
you.
be fair.
Thank you. And wait. What is the office that Katie Hobbs holds?
Let's see.
Is that Secretary of
Secretary of
State?
State.
And what do they do?
Now, they oversee the election, which is interesting.
Well,
you would think she'd be removed from that capacity.
And maybe she has
for the day, and maybe.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe,
know.
I
that
don't
she
know.
has
Yeah,
been.
you don't know.
Nobody ever said it that I heard.
I just don't follow. Arizona
Logically,
close enough.
you would think she had to be removed from that.
Right.
Which means she hasn't.
Right. Probably, yeah. You're probably right. Let's go to Christy in Illinois. Hey, Christy, you're on the Blaze.
Oh my gosh, how's it going?
Oh,
fantastic.
Man, is it going well?
So far.
Tremendous, Christy. Thank you for asking. What's up?
Very, very, very good. Well, you guys have already answered a bunch of my questions, but I did think back to when Chuck Schumer promised Biden that they had Pennsylvania taken care of a few weeks ago.
Yep,
Maybe
on the
there's
tarmac.
a whole new side to what he meant.
Yeah, that's true.
It was just kind of interesting.
That's very
And then also, you guys, if we lose the Senate, it might be a good thing, because if we're in control of both the House and the Senate, the next 2 years.
They can blame everything on the
blame
Republicans.
Everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a
we're
good
going
point.
to do that anyway.
It's a good point. Appreciate it. Thanks, Christy. Now, see, the only thing that worries me, though, and I think she's right about that, because at least you got the buffer there of, hey, you guys got the Senate and the executive office, so shut up.
Yeah.
But everything goes out the window if you pack the Supreme Court with 4 more justices who are all liberal. That'd be the only thing.
Yeah, the other good news, I guess, is all of the stories that had been written to publish in March of next year that the Republicans own this recession, those are having to be shelved now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Well,
although they'll still do it.
Yeah, that's true.
They
That's
don't
fair.
care.
Yeah.
The House has the purse strings of the government.
You got me, yeah.
The House. It's the House's fault. Republicans are going to get the majority in the House. That's a done deal.
All right, cool.
Pretty much. But in the Senate, it's all locked up at 48 right now.
Okay.
4 seats remain to be decided. If the Democrats win 2 of them, they maintain control.
Right? Yeah.
Because all they have to get to is 50-50, with the decider being the vice president. Ugh.
So Republicans need, what, 3 of the last 4?
Republicans need 3 out of the last 4 to wrest control of the Senate out of the hands of the Democrats. Now, Arizona, almost a foregone conclusion. That's going to the Democrat.
Do you want to hear
Kelly.
The numbers on that?
Yeah,
right now?
sure.
Okay. Mark Kelly's 51.9% to Blake Masters 45.9%.
He's up by 6.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Libertarian guy has 2.2% of the vote. There's
Sticking libertarians, stay out of it. You're not going to win, and you know you're not going to win. The only thing you're doing is hurting the real candidate in the Republican Party. Stop it!
Know your place, libertarian. It's smoking
trying
weed.
to make a statement.
Smoking weed in a dark room, trading crypto. Okay,
right? And stay out of the election. That's your place.
That's your place.
So okay, Arizona.
Okay,
Arizona going Democrat.
But again, only 63%
That makes it
of the
49.
vote is in.
Right.
That's
but
only 2.
Still, he's probably too far up.
All right.
Is Maricopa County in?
I don't know.
I wonder.
We'll know that in February.
Yeah, right.
Okay, let me give you some hope.
Okay, but first, let me announce that we're leading in Nevada. Okay.
Yep, and it's
Laxalt leading in Nevada.
72% of the vote in there, and he leads 49.9 to 47.2.
Oh, and that's a nice lead. Okay. So Nevada looks pretty good.
1-1.
So
we need to win Wisconsin. Ron Johnson needs to hold that seat.
99% of the vote is in Wisconsin. Ron Johnson has 50.5 to Mandela Barnes 49.5.
I can't believe it's that close.
I can't either, but he's got that. No problem.
Okay, but he wins that.
We'll give that.
Okay.
The last, but certainly not
Coming in.
least. Coming in at
With
number 4 with a bullet.
With 98% of the vote in. Remember,
Georgia.
If you don't get 50% in Georgia, you have a December 6th runoff. Warnock, the Democrat, has 49.4. Herschel Walker, Republican, 48.5. So
Just pray. Seriously, pray.
He's within
Literally.
a percentage point there. And
pray that Warnock can't get to 50%.
the Libertarian in that party has 2.1, and that race has 2.1%.
Again, there you go again. Get out!
If Herschel Walker had 1.5% of that 2.1,
he wins.
Yeah.
He wins.
See what I'm saying? 3/4 of it. Then
So we need these 3 states.
So he got the 18-minute. So Libertarians need to come out for Herschel Walker in December.
Yes, please.
So there's still, there is legitimate hope
close
here.
enough.
There is
He's
hope.
close enough that they're doing everything they can to get him over that 50 mark, though, for Warnock, man.
Yeah.
They are going to count every
The FedEx
last
trucks are rolling up
So-
to the polling place.
They're backing
So
truckloads up.
if all of this holds that we just went through, then it will be 4 weeks of Herschel Walker, Raphael Warnock talk for the future of the U.S. Senate. I'm still holding out hope for Arizona for a miracle there. Then that would be Walker would just be the cherry on top.
There is going to be
nice.
so much money
Oh gosh.
spent in the state of Georgia.
Yeah. Well, Warnock, didn't I read that he already spent $100 million? $100 million.
I would just like to say that my home is in Georgia.
Oh, that's what Andrew Yang tried to pull. Hey, everybody, get to Georgia because you can just show up and say,
Show up and
I just
vote."
moved here.
Yeah, that's illegal, but nice try.
Yeah, he deleted that tweet, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
For advertising money, I'm willing to do that.
The New York Times is trying to help you out.
5 ways to soothe election stress. Now, they meant this for Democrats, of course, because they were it's
so
for us.
The New York Times didn't get the memo that things were going to be fine.
Listen to these stress soothers.
Okay, here we go.
Try 5-finger breathing.
Whoa,
Wait, what?
do they charge for that?
Trace the
In and
outside
out.
of your hand
Yeah.
with your pointer finger. When you trace up, breathe in, and when you trace down, breathe out.
Wait, that's too much coordination for me. Wait, breathe. Darth Vader's sitting over there.
Wow, is that stupid?
I can't chew gum and walk either.
Cool down. Plunge your face into a bowl with ice water.
Totally have done that.
15 to 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's good after you've,
here's another way to
imbibed too
do it.
much.
Move.
Oh, wait.
No, they mean just get some exercise.
Yeah.
Even a walk around the block can offer some relief for an uneasy mind. No.
No, it can't, because when I turn the corner, I see my neighbor in his Beto sign, and I get pissed again.
Right? And then you're doing the 5-finger breathing
Right.
situation. Yeah. Breathe like
Or
a
the
baby.
one.
Focus on expanding your belly as you breathe, which can send more oxygen to the brain. And number 5, limit your scrolling. Consider plotting out specific times when you look for election updates.
Hold on, do babies
Brilliant.
focus on their bellies?
Yes.
Like,
Yes. That's a proven fact, Keith. I
Yeah.
can't believe you didn't know that. What are you, stupid?
Wow. It's like
Don't answer that. We already know the answer to that, so don't bother.
Sure, I'm with you.
All right. Let's go to Brian in Michigan. Hey, Brian. Welcome to the Blaze.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
It's not a good day in Michigan.
No doubt your girl got beat.
Oh, man. Tudor Dixon was a great candidate, too.
Way past that. I mean, everybody knows that Whitmer won. We have a militant lesbian attorney general who once made the comment that she thinks there should be a drag queen in every school.
Every school.
Oh, right.
Oh, my gosh.
And she won, didn't she? Obviously.
She won.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Our
my gosh.
Secretary of State that in the last election sent out absentee ballots to everybody on the voting rolls, regardless of whether they selected one or not.
Jeez.
She got elected again.
Wow.
Justin Amash's district in Grand Rapids flipped blue.
Oh, no. Really?
We had 3 ballot proposals, not just ballot proposals, but that changed the state constitution. Abortion is now legal up to birth.
Oh, my God.
We now have 9 days of early voting and drop boxes that are now the constitutional law in Michigan.
And the Dropbox wasn't even a thing until the pandemic.
Right.
That's the only reason we ever had Dropboxes. And now they're trying to codify that forever. Right. Oh, that's outrageous.
Never had anything but
5-finger breathing.
voting. Now we have 9.
That's unbelievable, Brian.
So, Brian, where are you at in Michigan, by the way?
On the hand map from Jeffy, you would be where?
Where?
The good side, Muskegon.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, over here.
Is that an inhale or
that's Tudor
exhale?
Dixon country.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so to Brian's point there on the drop boxes, we got to play the Claire McCaskill thing.
Thanks, Brian.
She talked about this last night.
All right,
it's
Thanks,
Brian.
insufferable.
Here she is. And it goes
Because MAGA has been trained not to use a Dropbox. Right. I mean, they're out there with guns and camo, right? I mean, they're not going to be doing that against their own people.
Show me that.
So they've been
Pause it for a
trained to
second.
not-
Show me the MAGA Republicans at polling places with guns and camo. God, how do they get away with this?
I can show you the Black Power folks intimidating
you're
voters
right.
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
I can do that. And walking down the street in Georgia, I can totally do that if you'd like. Unreal. But no, it's the MAGA wearing the camo. I wore this for you, Claire.
Hear the rest of this babbling.
Right.
nonsense.
I mean, they're not going to be doing that against their own people. So they've been trained to not use the mail and not use drop boxes, but to show up in person.
Drop boxes
So
weren't a
they're
thing until 2 years ago. Nobody's been trained to do anything with drop boxes.
And you don't use the mail, do you? Like,
No,
you
I don't
even
use
know
the
how.
mail.
Do you know how to get to your mailbox?
What does that mean?
You
You're
know
talking about men?
It's just silly.
In front of your house. Is there not like a box?
Weird.
Where they put like
stuff? And I only know about it because my HOA told me it was 4 inches too high. Yeah, I do have that box. Is that a drop box?
Hold on a second.
It's not what they consider
Texas,
a drop box.
I want a constitutional amendment banning HOA.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
There's your fascism right there.
Absolutely. 100%.
Well, just don't move into the neighborhood then. Then you won't have to deal with it. Okay, almost every neighborhood has an HOA.
Yes.
Where do you want me to live? I could live out in the Tules, I guess, but...
in the Tules?
In the Tules.
I'm not familiar with that saying.
In the boondocks.
Okay, now
Out
I'm
in
with
BFE.
I'm with you now. I got it. Now I got it.
All right, Bob in Vermont. You're on the Blaze. Hi. Hey, Bob. Line 4.
So just like the last caller, Vermont also codified late-term abortion in our Constitution,
that's
which is
great.
just
yeah. So
terrible.
California
I mean,
as well, and we're waiting for Montana and one other state.
I mean, this state once fought tooth and nail to preserve the union, and I really feel like we are leading the charge ahead of California to destroy it now.
Yeah, it's really
It's just
sad.
ridiculous.
Yeah. It's atrocious. Appreciate it, Bob. Thanks for that happy news.
Yeah.
So that's going on all over the country. They've made such a big deal out of abortion.
They sure have.
That people just, they're not thinking. They just believe, I don't know why, but it's the most important thing in so many of these Democrats' lives.
These women have to be able to kill their babies.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
have to be able to kill their babies.
Over
Let's be
anything
honest.
else.
When you have sex, every day you want to have a baby? Well,
when you have sex, I don't know, take a precaution there with a condom, perhaps, with the birth control pill. I don't know. If you don't want to get pregnant, if you don't want that baby, how about preventing, the conception in the first place, and then you won't have to kill the baby.
You could just say no.
You could.
Oh, wait. No, you can't.
No, you can't
say
no.
no.
Right. That's ridiculous.
I apologize for not being up on Montana ballot measures, but Referendum 131, require care for infants born alive. No, 52.4. Yes, 47.6.
So when it's born alive,
what?
You can let it die.
Oh, come on, Montana.
Through an abortion.
In Montana. Yeah. Well, I guess if you're planning to have an abortion,
Right.
but it doesn't work for whatever reason.
Yeah, it says at any state. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that's happened.
Yeah,
often.
in other
And some
states,
babies,
but-
and that was the big thing in Virginia, right? He was trying to make the case that it wasn't viable.
Yeah.
The birth wasn't viable, so they
Right.
just
It
let
looks
it go.
like Kentucky's gonna. I don't know the details, but it just says abortion. Kentucky poised for pro-choice win.
Oh man.
Let's see. I don't know the details.
Man, oh man.
I know.
Boy.
I know. At least one person's happy, right? I mean, the one person is happy. The one person in California that won the Powerball.
Oh.
We got all right. I smell a rat, man.
The $2,040,100,000 Powerball.
$2,040,000,000.
Jeffy, walk us
$100,000.
through why California would stick out before this drawing when it came to Powerball. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, kind of
Well,
convenient.
there was a little delay.
A little technical glitch Monday night.
Technical glitch.
In California.
They did the draw. Well, they don't know that it was California.
That's what I read.
No, well, California was the first state to announce the delay, but they don't know where the glitch was, what state it was, because they all have to have. There were counting issues in one state. They said. I know people are assuming that it's California, but they don't know.
So
that.
it wasn't a who smelt the Delta thing.
They did.
It could have been a. Got
yes,
it.
and then people you can make that case.
I got
but
you.
it was they have not announced.
And then
that.
so they made the drawing. Then yesterday morning.
But they delayed it. The drawing actually did happen. They just didn't air it.
Okay.
But one person won the thing.
One person won it in California.
All $2 billion. And so with the cash payout, it's almost $1 billion that don't get.
Oh yeah, not $1 billion. How dare you? It's not $1 billion. Okay, it's $997.6 million.
Jeez. So
Cash
after
value.
tax, have they
Hold on.
calculated
in California?
that?
He goes away with $1.
Yeah, really.
He gets $1. Congratulations,
So wait-
you were called a billionaire.
Wait, that payout right there that you just read, is that before California gets their?
That's before everybody gets their cut.
Everybody gets. Oh gosh.
Ouch.
So he's gonna. Yeah.
All right, let me
600?
take 1 minute, tell you about Ref Greens. We all love our dogs. If you didn't, you probably wouldn't have one. right? So you love your dog. You want the best for that dog. And my dog is a really picky eater. It used to take her a long time to eat a bowl of that dry kibble stuff because she'd pick it out individually, walk it across the room, drop it on the floor, then pick it up and eat it.
Each
so
bite
weird.
is sacred to her.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. However, when we started sprinkling the rough greens on top, nope, she just gobbles it down. It's really interesting to watch. And most dogs do this. And I'm sure it's not because they know the vitamins and minerals are there and the probiotics and antioxidants, but they are. But it's also good for them, so don't let them know that. Shh. Don't tell your dog.
Hidden camera.
That it's so delicious, but it's good for them too. So if you want to know if your dog is going to love it or not, Rough Greens doesn't want you to waste your money, so they're going to send you a free bag, just a sample bag to try out for a few days with your dog. All you have to do is pay the shipping. Just go to roughgreens.com, RUFF Greens, roughgreens.com, or 833-783-3364.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Let's go to Susan in Georgia. Hey, Susan, you're on the Blaze.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that everybody's feeling down today, and this is for Pat.
Okay.
To hopefully make you smile.
All right.
We got to give the Democrats a little credit, okay?
Okay.
They
Not working so far.
They do like their vegetables.
Right.
So we can learn from that.
Okay. All right.
That's
yeah,
all.
They do. Thanks, Susan.
That works.
That's something to keep in mind.
That is.
Yeah. Well, in Pennsylvania, they just like vegetables.
I
So
appreciate it. It's actually funny.
How dare you? How dare we what?
What?
Democrats do like vegetables. What's your
Yeah.
problem?
You know it's good when you slice up a goiter, but anyway, go ahead.
How
many people voted for that, I wonder?
For the goiter?
Yeah, for the...
Was it running too?
Yeah. Like, I got to see this guy on C-SPAN. I got to see this guy on C-SPAN.
I mean, maybe now he works for he's actually a senator, so he has health care. He can get that taken care of.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Good call.
What's his position on fracking, though?
I do support fracking.
Oh.
I don't support fracking.
Wait.
I do support fracking. I don't support fracking. I do support fracking. I don't support fracking.
Let's go back to your original question. I don't know.
I don't
know the answer to that.
I don't know either.
Carrie in Pennsylvania. Speaking of Mr. Fetterman, you're on the Blaze. Hi.
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 Yes, you're getting lots of Pennsylvania calls. If we could have gotten Mastriano, I wanted him to propose cutting Philly off and just giving it to New Jersey. This whole state would bloom red. It's so frustrating. We call ourselves the flyover country of Pennsylvania because everywhere here it's so red. We, fought and all of our neighbors fought and everybody, but we can't beat Philly. And it's just crushing because that's not the rest of the state.
So, Carrie, do you think that Kathy Barnett would have won?
I think she'd have had a better shot. Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
But, it's so powerful over there. But, yeah, I definitely, because people loved her.
Yes.
Oz, we had to kind of grow into a little more.
Yeah, he wasn't a Pennsylvania
it was a lot against Fetterman, but
it'll be interesting to see if Pennsylvanians start. Are you guys already pointing the finger at Trump for getting involved here, or is the wound too fresh?
No, I haven't heard a lot. People get irritated with him, but they all know that's Trump. I think everybody had their own battle. The abortion thing with Fetterman is just makes us crazy. It doesn't matter what Trump's saying. Nobody wanted the drug thing and letting the prisoners out. All that carried so far that it really didn't matter what anybody else was saying. But again, Philly.
Thanks, Carrie. Appreciate it. Right. The thing is, the cognitive disabilities are only part of the equation. The other part is, even if he's completely well and whole, His policies are radical and extreme left.
And remember
everything.
The other Democrat said that this has been a joke to see this guy's meteoric rise. We don't take him seriously.
Weird.
Here we are.
Wow. Very weird. Julie in Ohio, you're on the Blaze. Hi. Hey, Julie.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So my comment was kind of on the bigger picture with Trump getting involved. I really think he just needs to grow up and stop cutting down DeSantis because over the next 2 years, he's really going to split the Republican Party because he has such a strong support.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have these liberals who their religion is killing babies. And
it is.
I mean, if they just voted in an incompetent couch potato, the last thing we need to do is be splitting our party so it's like 50% liberal, 25 for Republican. I mean, we just can't overcome it.
By all that is holy, we need to stop the division in the party. Really do.
We haven't even announced yet. Like,
I know.
What are you doing? Stop, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Julie. Appreciate it. You know, the only thing that can make you probably feel better today would be like if you went to Keksi.com, KEKSI.com. Yeah. And just order some cookies and just have the most delicious cookie that's ever existed on this planet. You know, the sweet potato pie, I brought those into the studio last week or the week before, and the people who got the sweet potato pie cookies were like, this is unbelievable. And you wouldn't think, okay, a sweet potato pie cookie? Yeah, try it. You're going to like it. The other thing is, one of my all-time favorites, the chocolate ginger cookie. Man, that thing is good. My wife has had a tradition of making these at Christmas time every year, but now, you know, she's made them for you.
For you.
For you.
You and your holiday.
If you put in the code, the Jeffy.
Still working. Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
You're going to save 18% on your order.
You are welcome.
All
So
right.
the code is not
Keksi.com.
FAT.
No, it's not fat.
It's
no.
the
Jeffy. Jeffy.
Why would it be?
It's a paperwork issue.
Because the cookies are kind of fat. I think that's why, right?
That's
Keith,
where I was,
wasn't that what you were referring to?
That's where I was going. Yep.
Yeah. Well, and you're fat. So, I mean, there's that.
Oh, now, I see the. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sherry
Is that right?
in Tennessee. Welcome.
Hey, before I get to my point, I just want to ask, has someone called in a welfare check on Steve Days yet?
Yeah, we need to do that, man. He was optimistic big time. Big
You
time.
might want to put some of those Keksi cookies on his desk for him.
Yeah.
Cheer him up a little bit.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say was, Biden has said there's no inflation. And then if you remember last month, he started the groundwork for saying if the Republicans take over, then we're going to see real inflation.
Yeah.
So without this red wave, what's he going to use now for as a scapegoat? How are they going to spin it now? I want to get your take on that. What are they going to do?
I guess he could, appreciate the call, Sherry. I guess he could go back to Vladimir Putin. There's always Putin.
Yeah.
And the House has the purse strings.
Right. And, of course, he's still dealing with the economic mess Trump left.
Right.
So he's always got that fallback position.
And by the way, we're still in a pandemic. Has that been called off yet?
Thank you. No, it has not. It's still very, very
That's
serious.
what I thought.
Jeffy, don't joke about it. That's
No, I
no
wasn't.
joke.
I wasn't.
No joke. Don't jump. Don't jump, Jeffy.
No, I'm fine, Joe. Thanks. Wasn't thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it looked to me like you were about to jump. Don't jump.
Not a joke. Okay,
It's
that's
not a joke.
lie. Jeffy hasn't jumped ever.
That's true.
Well, that's not true.
For anything.
Now you're starting to piss me.
Ben in Oregon, you're on the Blaze. Hi.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Morning.
That's good.
Yeah, me too. I live in Oregon.
Oh, no.
But anyway, Keith, if you ever look up Oregon, you'll see, believe it or not, it's entirely red.
I know.
Aside from Portland, Salem, Eugene. However, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of good news. We're about 65% in, and we just might elect our first Republican governor in the last 60 years.
Oh, he's still in it?
Wow.
That could happen, huh? All right. Good.
Yes. Downside to all this is look up Measure 114. in Oregon. I haven't heard you guys discuss it.
No, we haven't.
It looks like the good people of Oregon have voted themselves out of the ability to ever purchase a gun legally again.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Appreciate the call, Ben. We will look into that. Was it Measure 114 is what he said?
We've talked about it until the end of time.
Have we?
Measure 114.
It's going to be easy to take over Portland when the time comes.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.